So, if you can hear me over this, how did we get here? Well, watch on to find out. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Those of you who've been following over the last few episodes will know that we've been working on trying to get the engine to fire up on the little green car there. And I was running into a few issues with some electrical problems, which I seem to have managed to narrow down to nothing more really than wiring issues, kind of bad earths, and a problem with the main power cable, which I think has got cracks in it and is just not flowing the current and causing way too much resistance, making the starter run slow. So I've bought in a few parts. Just flip this around and have a little look. So in order to try and have a little bit of a better outcome today, we've got a brand new power cable, so 16mm, and that's going to run from the front of the car to the starter at the back. Got a brand new earth strap for the battery, so that's going to be the main earth. I do need to change that terminal. Foolishly, I bought one with the wrong terminal on, and it needs to have one of the battery clamp terminals on it, but I'll take that off the old one. And then I've also got a new braided earth strap for the engine to the main body, and I'm going to run another earth direct from the starter direct to the block, so bypassing any bad contacts and clean up the contacts between this and the bodywork. And I'm hoping that that's going to solve our problem, because all of the testing that you'd have seen in the previous video did show that the starter does work absolutely fine. However, I was testing it with some very narrow gauge cable, so all it was really doing was getting very hot and not allowing the motor to get quite enough voltage to spin as fast as I liked. I do also have some more parts here which are going to help tick off some of the other bits on my to-do list. So these are the hub bolts, or the axle to the hub bolts for both sides. So at the very least, once I get it running, I will actually be able to drive it somewhere, as the axles will be attached. So first thing is we're going to replace this. I'm not actually going to film doing that, because as you can see from over here, it runs all the way through underneath where the spring is, and then pops out into the center tunnel of the car, runs all the way along here and pops out at the gearbox at the back. So that's quite a lot of stuff to remove, and it's going to be quite a faff to kind of thread it all the way through there. So I won't bother filming that, but what I will do is pick up when it is in place, and hopefully we'll then be able to just check that we've got the right amount of voltage getting there. Got the battery on charge, so it's all looking like we're ready to go. So let's check back in a few moments and we'll see where we're at. So I've run the main battery live now, which is in here, a lot more fresh looking. I've rerun the earth from here to the old battery clamp, and now I'm just going to test the continuity between this and the new engine ground strap, which is over here. Just pulled it up there for a minute. So I've got the meter there, and it should beep if we've got continuity. So let's just check that we've got a good earth here. Okay, so it sounds like we've got a good earth. I'll now mount that to the motor, and then I'll run another earth from the back of the starter to one of the bolts on the block there. Okay, so we're all wired up now. Everything's earthed. The battery's all connected and clamped in. Let's see if we've got a stronger motor now. Obviously there's no fuel in here, so it's not going to start, but we've got power there. There's the starter. Okay, that sounds about 1,000,000 times better than it did before. It's now actually spinning over correctly. So let's chuck some fuel in, see if we can get it to start. Okay, so I've chucked some quick start in, and let's see. Oh, wanted to go. It's just about ready to go. Not quite there yet, but it's certainly just about to start. So let's chuck a little bit more in and try again. Okay, let's see, third time lucky. Choke it on, not that there's any fuel in it, but let's see. Okay, it's spun over. It has tried to catch. I think in order to get it to run properly, we're gonna have to actually get some proper fuel in there, which I don't have at the moment, but I'm chalking that up as a win. We now have a functional starter motor and we have it coughing into life. So I'm gonna go and see whether or not I can chuck some actual fuel down it, and then try again, see if we can get it running. So I decided my best bet was to just jump in the car and head down to the petrol station, see if I can get a litre or so of fuel in a jerry can, and then just run it off the jerry can and see what happens. Right, so back from getting some fuel. Unfortunately, I ran out of fuel hose that was the right diameter, so I've clamped this larger one on as best I can, but I have a feeling it's just going to leak right out of here. So if I do get it to run, I'm not going to let it run for long, because the last thing I want to do is burn it down before I've had a chance to actually set it all up. So I'll stick that in here, and then I'll stick the camera on a tripod, and we'll try and get it to run out of the jerry can. And as if today couldn't get even more of a triumph, that you can see the generator light is out and the oil light is out, so we have both oil pressure and we have charging. Just going to turn this off so I can hear myself think. Oh, there we go. Thanks for watching. It was a bit of a triumph really, wasn't it, for me anyway. So if you enjoyed that little walk through how basically little electrical earths and things can cause no end of problems, please give us a like, please give us a subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care.